Alright guys, so here we go again. We are continuing the improvement of the interior of this F10, and the next step, of course, is going to be this bad boy right here. If you guys don't know what this is a 6Wb gauge cluster. This is an all-digital gauge cluster and it looks gorgeous. You're gonna see right now. This is not going to be a how-to. Actually, Buddy Grant back there he is. There you go. He actually has a really good how-to video, so I'm gonna go ahead and tag that on there. This video is gonna be mostly an overview of the installation, but more importantly, my opinion, whether it's worth it or not, etc. So stick around, let me show you guys how it's done. Bang. You want to make sure that the steering wheel is out and down as much as it can go, and then you can go ahead and do this. Make sure you stick the hooks on the second slot from each end, and then you can go ahead and reach these, pull down on it, and then the whole thing should go forward. There you go. That's out, and then just wiggle it. Come on, buddy. There you go. There's one. There you go, just like that. Old one is out. We'll bring the new one in.
Ain't that easy?
Yes, just like that. Oh, dang!
What?
It lit up.
It lit up, yeah.
Oh. Walk it in there, and then once you have it inside, what's going to happen is that you want to make sure that you see these hooks here, these 4 tabs. You want to make sure you walk it down because these need to go below the dash trim like this, and then once you bring it up, these clamps are going to grab the top, and then you should be secured. There you go. There you go. Done. And now this one, we're gonna go ahead and call our guy over at RVG Performance, and he's gonna remote in for us. All right, the next step obviously is you're gonna want to make sure you have it on trickle charger. You don't know how long it's gonna be, so you also want to make sure that the computer doesn't crash because of low voltage. So that's all set up. Got the laptop going there with the Ethernet to OBD2 connector ready to go. So now they're gonna go ahead and remote in and work their magic. Alright, so I'm really enjoying this. So this is a normal mode. So after coding, I did lose comfort mode, which I'm perfectly okay with because I never use comfort mode, to be honest. I always drive in sport mode. But I have to say that the gauges here in normal mode, they look so good. You see there, everything looks so sharp and very easy to read. You know, if you want to go through like different radio stations, you can just go on the steering wheel and it'll actually show you here. A lot better than on the standard gauge cluster. Then also you have down here, you can go in the BC button. You can go through all your options there, blah, 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 etc. Something I thought was pretty cool is that it gives you the miles per hour right here, a quick readout, or you can go through the gauges. This here I love. You see how big the 0 is and also where the RPM gauge is. Notice what happens as the needle sweeps. It's gonna highlight the numbers as it goes up there. Take a look. You see that? I thought that was so neat. And it'll do the same thing on the speedo side. Then we can go into sport mode. And there's our sport. And yeah, so now speedo just becomes a digital readout, and the tachometer just easier to read. You see a lot less cluttering on here, right? It just makes it very easy to see what's going on. And then Sport Plus, not much really changes, just that you get Sport Plus. That's it. Had this now for about 5 days, and I have to say that this is kind of like the steering wheel in the sense that it's something that I put off for so long that it's like, hey, you know, it's not gonna make a big deal. I was wrong. My first impression of it was, wow, this is sharp. The contrast on it is real good. There's no glare. I enjoy seeing the sweep of the needles and seeing the numbers get bigger as it follows the gauge, and then they drop down as it passes by. It's real cool. It's smooth. There's virtually no lag with it. So I have to say that as much as I like being in sport mode, I do like that red background that it does. That's so cool, first of all. But I have to say, when you're in normal mode, the sharpness of the white needles looks incredible. There's so much detail to it. I don't know how to explain it. It just looks so good. It definitely makes it more modern looking, I have to say, and which is the intent of this, along with the steering wheel. It does help to bring everything up to par, you know? So I'm very happy with it. I'm happy that I did it. So to answer the question, is it worth it? Honestly, if you're already at the point of your ownership with the car that you're contemplating, man, you know, it's looking a little oldish, etc. You know, you've already done all the other stuff, like me, for example, or you know, maybe you're not all into the engine stuff like me, and you just want the car to look as nice as possible, etc. This is a must. This with the steering wheel, my gosh, definitely do it. I have 2 reliable sources for 6Wb gauge clusters to share with you guys. Number 1, Grant Johnson, and number 2, RVG Performance. Both of them typically have, and if they don't have at the moment, they can get them quickly, and they're both great to work with. I got mine from Grant, but it was RVG Performance that did all the coding. Either way, you're going to deal with RVG because you're going to need them for coding. But to get the actual 6WB, either one of them two can help you out, no problem. So I highly recommend it. I hope you guys liked it, and if you did, please give me a like, consider subscribing, and of course, there's more videos coming your way. Thank you so much.